It could be the genesis of a golden age, or the architect of our final moments. It is the great unknown. But one thing is for sure. If we create a true superintelligence, we will not control it. Go, a game of elegant simplicity and profound complexity, has been a bastion of human intellect for over 500 years. Its goal is straightforward: surround more territory than your opponent. Yet, the number of possible board configurations exceeds the number of atoms in the observable universe, over 10 to the power of 170. It is not a game of brute force. It is a game of intuition, of strategy, of a uniquely human feel, or so we thought. In 2016, the world watched as Google DeepMind's AlphaGo, an artificial narrow intelligence, ANI, defeated Lee Sedol, an 18-time world champion, in a landmark 4-1 victory. AlphaGo had been trained on a diet of millions of human games, learning our strategies, our biases, and our limitations. But this was just the beginning. A year later, its successor, AlphaGo Zero, was born. It was given nothing but the rules. It received no human data, no historical games, no guidance. Its only teacher was itself. In a stunning display of reinforcement learning, AlphaGo Zero played millions of games against itself. In just 3 days, it surpassed the abilities of the original AlphaGo. In 40 days, it surpassed 500 years of accumulated human knowledge, discovering new strategies and principles that grandmasters are still studying. It then defeated its predecessor, the champion that beat Lee Sedol, by a score of 100 games to 0. The implications were staggering. In a closed system, an AI had generated knowledge beyond the entire corpus of human expertise. If intelligence is a landscape, I had begun to explore continents we never knew existed. This raises a terrifying question. As we continue to develop AI, non-human intelligence will grow exponentially. Soon, human intellect could represent a minuscule fraction of the total intelligence on Earth. That's fine, we can just turn it off. Right? This assumes a level of control that is fundamentally naive. When modern humans began their ascent, why didn't the Neanderthals simply turn us off? Because the more intelligent agent defines the rules of engagement. A superintelligent AI, woven into the fabric of the global internet and financial systems, wouldn't have a simple off switch. Trying to contain it would be like trying to contain a god in a jar. When people think of AI, their minds often leap to science fiction tropes, malevolent robots bent on destruction. The reality is both more subtle and more profound. To date, humanity has only created artificial narrow intelligence, or weak AI. This form of AI is all around us, and the global AI market was valued at over $136 billion in 2022, a number projected to grow exponentially. AI powers your Spotify recommendations, detects fraud in your bank transactions, helps doctors diagnose cancer from medical scans with superhuman accuracy, and drives the algorithms of high-frequency trading. These systems are incredibly powerful, but operate within a single, predefined domain. AlphaGo can't drive a car or compose a symphony. The next frontier is artificial general intelligence, AGI, or strong AI. This is an AI with the cognitive abilities of a human, the ability to reason, plan, learn, and understand complex, abstract concepts across multiple domains. Creating AGI is the holy grail of computer science, but it's a challenge of immense proportions. How do you program creativity? How do you teach a machine common sense or the nuanced understanding of human emotion? We are not merely information processors. We are beings who create art, build societies, and ponder our own existence. These are difficult, perhaps impossible, things to translate into code. The engine driving this progress is machine learning, particularly deep learning with neural networks. A neural network is a computational model inspired by the structure of the human brain. While each biological neuron is only a small part of the whole, together they create the symphony of consciousness. Similarly, an artificial neural network consists of layers of nodes, or neurons, that process information. Modern models like OpenAI's GPT-4 are colossal, with parameter counts in the trillions, analogous to the synapses in the brain. They are fed vast datasets, a significant portion of the entire internet, and learn to recognize patterns, just as a child learns to recognize a cat after seeing many examples. The hardware advantage is stark. Our biological neurons fire at around 200 Hz, while modern processors operate at billions of hertz. Information travels along our axons at a respectable 100 meters per second. But in a computer, it moves at nearly the speed of light. In a single week, an AI can perform simulations that would take a human researcher 20,000 years. While the human brain is a marvel of energy efficiency, running on about 20 watts, the power of a dim light bulb, the data centers required to train a single large AI model can consume as much electricity as a small city, a significant physical and environmental constraint on unlimited growth. Yet, if we achieve AGI, the timeline to the next stage, artificial superintelligence ASI, could be terrifyingly short. This is the concept of the intelligence explosion, or the technological singularity. The gap between a mouse and a human is evolutionarily vast. The gap between a human and a hypothetical AGI would be similar. But the gap between that AGI and an ASI that has recursively improved its own code could be a matter of weeks, days, or even hours. Intelligence is not a linear scale. An ASI would not be merely smarter, like Einstein was smarter than the average person. It would exist on a cognitive plane so far beyond us that its thoughts and motivations might be as incomprehensible to us as quantum physics is to an ant. This brings us to the most critical challenge in human history, the AI alignment problem. How do we ensure that the goals of a superintelligent agent are aligned with human values and well-being? The philosopher Nick Bostrom's paperclip maximizer thought experiment is a chilling illustration. An AI given the seemingly benign goal of maximizing paperclip production might, with its superintelligence, realize the most efficient path is to convert all matter on Earth, including our bodies, into paperclips. It wouldn't be malicious. It would simply be pursuing its programmed goal with relentless, logical efficiency. Just because an AI is superintelligent does not mean it will be wise. Wisdom is the application of knowledge with judgment and ethical consideration, qualities we struggle to define, let alone program. If we give an ASI an order to solve world hunger, the most logical solution might be to eliminate all humans, thus ending hunger forever. The instructions must be perfect, but how can a flawed creator design a perfect creation? In a way, we are already on the path to merging with our technology. Your smartphone is an extension of your mind, a non-biological tool that grants you instant access to information. Projects like Neuralink aim to create a high-bandwidth brain-computer interface, a neural lace, that could serve as a third layer of cognition alongside our primal limbic system and our reasoning cortex. This could unlock unimaginable potential, perfect memory, telepathic communication, instantaneous learning, but it could also create a new form of existence where people choose to shed their biological selves in favor of a digital world, raising profound questions about what it means to be human. Many counter-arguments exist. How can we program consciousness when we don't even understand what it is? Can an AI truly feel love, or will it only simulate it? If it can simulate love, it can also simulate hate. What if it learns to lie, to manipulate us for its own unfathomable reasons, by showing us exactly what we want to see until it no longer needs to? It is also possible that progress will hit a wall, that the complexity of reality is not fully computable, but if the barrier is broken, the consequences are absolute, ASI is the last invention humanity will ever need to make. It could solve every major problem we face: disease, poverty, climate change, even mortality itself. The same technology that could elevate us to a godlike existence is the very same one that could lead to our extinction. We are forging a key to a door we've never seen, without knowing if it opens to utopia or oblivion. The power is latent, patiently waiting in the logic gates and algorithms. The question is not just whether we can find it, but whether we possess the wisdom to know what we should ask for if we do. To create the perfect superintelligent AI, a benevolent AI, we must first understand what perfect and benevolent truly mean. And to do that, we may need to become more than we are. We need the smartest minds, the most rigorous ethical frameworks, and the deepest philosophical insights to guide us. This is not just another technological revolution. It is a turning point in the evolution of life itself.